My name is Robbie, and I'm from the suburbs outside of Baltimore. I've been going to Roxborough for be 7 months in February. Before I decided to follow Jesus, my life was kind of really filled with questions. I was just curious. I didn't know a purpose for my life or life in general. So I looked to the people who I looked up to. And those were musical artists who I listened to and people I saw on TV. People who I looked up to in my neighborhood, my community and school, friends. And what they were telling me when I heard of the music and from friends, what I saw was that they were pursuing unhealthy relationships, they were pursuing drugs, and definitely popularity, being liked. And so I got the idea that meaning was found in life was found from these three things. So I pursued those through high school, through college, to see if they were right. I remember this like it was yesterday. In October of 2012, sophomore year of college, I've been pursuing this lifestyle for quite a while. I remember being on my knees for the first time. I was raised in church, really, but it was more cultural than anything else. And I was saying to God, I was worse off than when I had began, was what I remember feeling. And I told him, I said, I'm worse off than when I began. And if you bring me back to a faith before I started any of this, then I'll give it all up and I'll follow you. I didn't hear from God right away. I had some friends that were pretty involved in the church, and they invited me out to a conference in Atlanta. And that's when I heard that God actually is focused on new creation now and not just in heaven. God wants to make my life new now in the midst of brokenness, not just later after I die. I knew in that moment that every day had to be about Jesus, and that's when I started following him. What's changed has been my outlook on the world. Where once I saw brokenness without hope, now I have hope, and that hope is Jesus, God. Jesus went to the cross and died, but was resurrected. Therefore, I believe that death is not the final word, that brokenness is not the final word. God is making all things new, and I can look forward to that even amidst the worst kind of brokenness. So Epic acts as a home base. It's my wife's and my connection to our leader, Jesus. And truly without you guys, we'd be lost. Through the life groups, I found meaningful relationships with other people who are broken that God is restoring, and even finding ways that we can partner with each other to partner with God in his restoring work in the world. Epic's also a place where we can share, where I feel safe to share ideas, talking about God and life and all sorts of things, where I can grow deeper in my faith and be taught things that help me to take the next step in my day-to-day with Jesus.